folks, it's that time again. Okay, so if you haven't paid attention to the gun control debate for more than a day, or should I say if you've been paying attention to the gun control debate for more than a day, you've probably heard at least one gun control advocate say something along the lines of, well, we have licensing for cars, why can't we have that for guns? Okay, well, there are a few fallacies with this statement right here, obviously. The first I want to cover is the fact that you don't have to have a license to own a car. You have to have a license to drive a car. And next, in most states, you don't have to have a license to own a pistol, but you have to have a license to carry that pistol. And there are obviously a few exemptions to which states you have to have a license to carry a pistol. Obviously, Arizona, Vermont, and I believe Alaska are a few examples of where you don't have to have a license to carry a pistol. Now, with that being said, would this license to own a gun, would that cover all 50 states? What about me carrying my gun in all 50 states, or other people carrying their guns in all 50 states? Would, say, somebody who got their license to own a gun in Arizona be able to carry their Desert Eagle chambered in .50 caliber AE into California? My bet is that bill would not allow that. What about my Raging Judge Magnum? Say we had that national license to own a gun in all 50 states. Would I then be allowed to expect California to honor that license to own a gun and allow me to carry my Raging Judge Magnum into California? Probably not. And any such bill that would grant such reciprocity would be probably thoroughly opposed by the gun control advocates. Just as the National Concealed Carry Reciprocity in 2009 was opposed by Dianne Feinstein, the argument she used was, well, that would violate other states' rights for their governments to decide what their gun law should be. Ironically, or hypocritically, she, again in 2013, tried to put her version of the assault weapons ban through. She didn't care about, say the other states' legislatures or what they might have thought about that when she did that. Let's see, would a national licensing to own a gun scheme include me being able to take my 5.7 into New York? Probably not. Would I be able to carry my Mark 23 into New Jersey with this scheme? Probably not. Hell, what about my P226? Again, probably not. What about, taking my USP with me on a trip to Washington, D.C.? Probably not. Just the same with my Walther PP, my Walther P99. Would this national licensing to own a gun scheme remove the provision in the 1968 Gun Control Act that prohibited the importation of pistols such as this Walther PP? No. If this national licensing to own a gun scheme ever was enacted, would gun control advocates leave me and other AR-15 owners alone about our AR-15s? No. Most definitely would not. And I haven't even gotten into NFA Title II firearms. short barrel rifles, short barrel shotgun suppressors, machine guns manufactured prior to 1986, and so on. This national licensing scheme would probably not repeal the Hughes Amendment of 1986. And if it did, gun control advocates would be buzzing the phones off their representatives demanding that amendment be removed from the bill. Well, the fact of the matter is that there is no restriction gun control advocates won't support. There is no repealing of a restriction that the gun control advocates won't whine about. Let's look at campus carry. With the way gun control advocates tell it, you would think that there would be a guy handing out guns to college students if campus carry was ever enacted nationwide. But that's simply not the case. All campus carry usually states in their bills is that those who have a permit to carry a gun and have business on the campus, such as students, faculty, teachers, and staff, if they have a license to carry that pistol, are allowed to carry that pistol on campus. But don't expect honesty from the gun control movement. When it comes to stuff like open carry, well, the open carry bill that Governor Abbott just signed into law states that if you have a permit to carry a pistol concealed, you can now carry that pistol openly when that law takes effect. So, there you have it. And let's go back to the 2008 Heller versus DC case, where several gun control groups want to support their amicus brief in support of the outright handgun ban in DC. So, again, further evidence to suggest that gun control advocates will never be satisfied. And let's look at what happened in New York a few years back when a newspaper published the names and addresses of all the permit holders in New York. So, even if this licensing scheme does go through in the future, it's not going to stop gun control advocates from doing their 2-minute hate sessions on you. They will never leave you alone. It doesn't matter how many times you give in to them. You're not compromising with them. You're giving in. So, when it comes to a national licensing to own scheme, I am thoroughly opposed to that, as I hope everyone else would be. Now, leave your opinions in the comments section, rate the video, subscribe if you like my videos, and y'all have a nice day.